Hello there, and this is part 4 of my Sakura sketchbook. And I got a total of 20 new drawings to show you guys, as usual. And maybe in the future I'll increase the number of drawings to show in the sketchbook tours by 25 at least. These will show more, make the videos longer at least, to show you guys more drawings that way. Yeah, because most of these sketchbooks are usually 100 pages. So maybe I can get away from doing 25 drawings because I draw every day anyway. So I do all these drawings and stuff. So I might as well just increase to 25 in the future. Maybe when I finish with the sketchbook, I probably would. Yeah. So let's get to the drawings. Yeah, this is the Mantar. Yeah, his weightlifting paid off. Yeah, he became a professional wrestler. Yeah, it's Mantar. Here's Kaida. Maybe it's like a older version of Kaida. Probably she's like a mom now. Yeah. I guess it's just years in the future, where if Jake eventually marries her. Yeah. Well, that's if that happens. I mean, it could technically happen anyway, so might as well. It's kinda, dress and stuff. Here's the Wyvern Dragon character that I usually like to draw and stuff. Sometimes when I animate them, I don't include the belly pattern, the soft belly pattern. I usually include in most of my drawing stuff. I guess it's just there to make it easier to animate. Yeah, the more simple the character design is, the easier it is to animate the character in general. Yeah. When the character is like has a lot of detail, it's hard to animate. Plus, it's hard to color too. So you deal with all the technical difficulties, all that happen in general. Especially when you make long animations. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that's a Wyvern. Here's Bunny Dog, a cute dog character. She's not really a bunny. I just call her Bunny Dog because she has long ears and stuff. So just call her Bunny Dog because she's usually just a normal dog, but she's like Bunny Dog and stuff. Yeah, it turns out that she's actually the queen of the canine kingdom. Yeah, the canine kingdom and stuff. That's kind of the big reveal at the end of the Cat Badger Bunny Dog comic. Yeah. I just wanted to create a silly comic, a mini comic. Maybe I should do those more often on, making these mini comics. At least mini comics are less than 10 pages at least, or at least 20 pages. I don't want to like overdo it like I did with Werewolf when I first made that comic, the first Werewolf and stuff. Yeah, Bunny Dog. It's a cute dog girl character. Here's Figgy the Squirrel, just chilling out and stuff. That's kind of the coolest she ever looked, honestly. Yeah, because she has sunglasses and stuff. I guess she's at the beach and stuff. Yeah, just chillaxing. I just like drawing this pose a lot because it's like the forward legs position, the cross arm forward legs position. I like drawing that a lot because it's like very like feminine, and I like to join off my girl characters. Yeah, I think it's more acceptable to have more girl characters like this than to have their legs, spread apart. That'd be weird. Yeah, you don't want me legs spread apart like the dude, honestly. Yeah. So yeah. Speaking of squirrel, here's a drawing of a marlin. Marlin face. I just love drawing marlins in general because they're so cool. Yeah, I think the last fish drawing I did was probably the bluefin tuna, which is also very cool. Those large fish in the ocean and stuff. Yeah, those very fast large fish. Yeah, very cool. This time I had color to it this time, and the color kind of smudged off into Vicky the Squirrel here. You can see the color smudge off, and that's why I usually don't like coloring my drawings because the pages can smother as I draw on the other page behind it. the colors will smudge on the other drawing. Yeah, I see a little blue here. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, it can make the drawing look messy. Yeah, kind of ruins the other drawing, especially when I add a lot of shading too. Sometimes, yeah. Here's a robot gal, robot character that I used to draw too. I've been drawing her a lot lately too. After I made that cartoon of her, I guess I did. I think I also simplified her design too to be able to be shown on YouTube. Yeah, because I did do a drawing read of her first, and I added more details to her. Like I added more details to her lady parts. Yeah, I added more detail to her lady parts and stuff. So that I had to H that video. I guess because she was mostly nude. I mean, she's mostly nude here too, but I'm not showing the detail off. Not honestly. Okay, this is getting weird. So, yeah, this is a robot doll character. I did a cartoon of her too. Yeah, to make it more like I guess appropriate for YouTube. Yeah, that's what I did. That's why. Yeah. Here's Mr. Spider from I guess I used to do drawings and animations of him a lot for years now. And I included him as a character in my Delta's Delivery Service cartoon pilot that I did. Yeah. But before that, he was just a character I used to just draw a lot because his design was inspired by Metagross from Pokemon. Yeah, if Metagross stand up, he's pretty much just Metagross, but he was stand up on his hind legs. Yeah, it's Mr. Spider. Here's a landscape drawing of the beachside, the mountains in the background, the palm trees, the airplane right here, the sun, the crab, the coconuts and stuff, the sea turtle hatchling, and some ships inside, birds too. It's a very detailed drawing. I actually like to save my detailed drawings for the landscape ones. Yeah, it's pretty much to prove that I can draw backgrounds too. Looks nice. Here's a bird warrior character. Like I guess like more an anthropomorphic bird character. Yeah, it's just a bird guy. He kind of looks like Ace, not Ace, Dart. No, Dart from Bucket Force. That's what he looks like. Yeah, his name is Dart. The Talon's son from Bucket Force. That's what he looks like. I guess this is technically just Dart older. These years later when he's an adult and stuff. But then again, this is more anthropomorphic than the characters in Bucket Force. Yeah. Here's a old character that I hadn't drawn in a while. This is Duke from Kyle Adventures. I haven't really done a Kyle Adventures comic in years, honestly. The last thing I did Kyle Adventures was that Kyle Adventures Nuzlocke that I animated, that I did a cartoon of. Yeah. He's pretty much featured in that cartoon for most of it. He teams up with Hugo and they play dodgeball and Nuzlocke and stuff. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Maybe I'll post a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. If you guys want to check out that Kyle Adventures Nuzlocke. It's a very funny cartoon, by the way. A lot of really good references too. Yeah. Here's the Star Mole from the flipbook of this character, and that flipbook actually did very well on YouTube. Surprisingly, yeah. Because at first it wasn't really it's one of those flipbooks I usually pull into 100 views, but as the days gone by, it actually pulled up to almost 500 views in just a few weeks, which I like honestly. Yeah. The Star Mole is dancing, and the the girl, the bull girl, just like likes his dance moves. Yeah, star bull. He's pretty much a star nose bull, but the nose looks more like a star than an actual star nose bull in real life. Yeah. Here's another old character from Kyle Adventures. This is Moon the cat from yeah, Kyle Adventures. Yeah. She's pretty much a cat girl character with a cat hoodie. Yeah. This person for her design was Tao Kaka from Blaze Blue. The a cat girl with a cat hoodie dress and stuff. Yeah. Tao Kaka is a very funny character too. Yeah. She's always hanging out with the lychee and stuff when they go on adventures and stuff. And she's like dumb. It's pretty funny. Maybe I should watch more Blaze Blue. But I never actually played a Blaze Blue game before. I just watched the cutscenes because I was so interested in the characters. I guess it was Duff Pow that introduced me to that character. Because I think it was Tao Kaka versus Felicia. Yeah, Tao Kaka versus Felicia Death Battle. And so I just look up Blaze Blue scenes on YouTube, and I was laughing out loud and stuff when I was younger. Yeah, I should definitely, I should definitely play Blaze Blue once. Maybe I should play Blaze Blue one of these days to see how the games actually are. Yeah. Here's Blade going for a karate kick. Yeah, Blade the Mantis from Karate Bugs. Yeah, in terms of the other characters, he doesn't really get that much screen time until I guess episode. I mean, I guess he showed a lot of character in episode 10. I think it's episode 11. No, it's episode 10 with Karate Bugs, where he fell in love with the Spider Girl in Karate Arachnids. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny. Here's Jack the Jackalope from Werewolf. His name is pretty much just Jackalope, but he shortened it to Jack to be more like a name. Yeah, I guess he's supposed to be like a mythical creature. I guess Werewolf is just full of mythical creatures in general. Yeah, I guess because I guess the inspiration for Werewolf was Castlevania because I played a lot of Castlevania at the time. Because I still have my old Switch. I have my old Switch Lite that I used to have. I used to play a lot of old Castlevania games, like Castlevania 4, and I get beat it. And then I made a story inspired by Castlevania and Werewolf and stuff, about the mythical creatures in general. Yeah, I do get inspiration from the video games I play too, as well, along with the cartoons I watch. It's very cool that way. Speaking of another character who's as inspired by video games, here's Belle, the bounty hunter from Scrap Discovery. Yeah, she's pretty much just my Samus OC character. She's pretty much just Samus from Metroid. Yeah, it's like, yeah, she's pretty much just my Samus OC, my Metroid OC character. But instead of fighting Metroid, she fights. I guess she technically does fight aliens too. I guess she's fighting the alien instead of fighting Metroid. She's fighting the Alien Queen. Yeah. I haven't drawn the Alien Queen at all either. Maybe I get Discovery one of these days. Because along with Werewolf, Discovery is my main series too that I like to draw a lot. I did a backstory on Megan recently. Yeah, maybe I'll continue Discovery one of these days too. Yeah. Here's Ryan the Dragon. He's pretty much just bored. He's bored of you guys. Yeah. I did a cartoon of him the other day too. Just him just walking and just flying away. He's actually one of my oldest characters I draw a lot. Especially since I keep changing his design. It's kind of like how the dinosaur kaiju is, where I keep changing his design in every drawing I do. It's kind of weird. Yeah, because before that, he used to have a shorter snout than this. Yeah. I guess because I tried to make him more cute, but he's a dragon, so that's not appropriate. Yeah. Speaking of cute dragons, here's Haku, the sea dragon. Yeah, this dragon lives in the sea, a water dragon, likes to hunt fish and stuff. Yeah. I did an animation of this character too. I think I did a cartoon of all my dragon characters. Yeah. Yeah, because I just love dragons in general. I think it was I think my inspiration with I think my interest in dragons came from the How to Train Your Dragon films that I used to watch. Especially when the first How to Train Your Dragon movie came out. I actually watched that in theaters, and I really love that movie. It's really cool too. It's a good subversion of like dragons in general. Yeah, as portrayed in media. That's why it was so successful. Honestly, I saw How to Train Your Dragon 2 as well later, and I love that film too. I'm surprised we're not getting more How to Train Your Dragon stuff. I mean, I guess I watched the How to Train Your Dragon right as a bird cartoon as well on Cartoon Network, and I love that too. Yeah, yeah, dragons. Here's CR4 and his old design. I mean, I guess his design hasn't really changed that much aside from his shoulder pads that he lost in the first comic. Yeah, but this is how he's originally programmed, just to be like a fighting robot to protect his professor. He's kind of similar to Robot Gal, but he actually has the name. Yeah, I think I created his character for Robot Gal for the Robot Gal character. But they do have the same purpose, honestly. I guess Robot Gal's technically his sister, probably. Yeah, a little lore there. Yeah. Here's the mouse lady. Drawing. It's a cute mouse girl character or mouse lady. Yeah, this is all more anthropomorphic characters in general. Yeah. So that's been part 4, I think, of my Sakura sketchbook. I just love doing these sketchbook tours in general because I was like talking about my drawings. Yeah. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to increase the length of these sketchbook tours to 25 drawings instead of 20 drawings. So I do a lot of drawings anyway, so so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's it.